Everything you touch turns into gold, and that is your unique gift. That is your special gift. If you're seeing this reading, then Spirit wants to communicate this message to you, to almost like reflect to you who you are and the kind of light you bring into the world. Because again, I feel like you have this ability, like no matter what you do, it turns into gold. Like when you get involved in a specific situation, it immediately goes well. It's like your energy brings good karma into every opportunity you step into. I feel like you're the kind of person who people want to work with because, again, when you get involved, it feels like suddenly either the business is going really well or the opportunity is going really well. Yeah, you're very special. And something else that I'm seeing particularly about you is that your gifts have the opportunity to change your life, but also the life of the world, the life of other people. I feel like you're somebody who is going to be very influential. You have a lot of charisma. Maybe you're very attractive, or there's something so unique about the way that you do things. I feel like you're meant to create a big shift into this world. Your gifts are going to create a very significant change in today's society. We also have the World card. It's almost as if like your gifts are meant to reach far horizons. Like you're somebody who's supposed to go global with their gifts. I'm hearing something about being global overseas, reaching further horizons. You're not meant to stay in a secluded area. You're not meant to be, I'm hearing, locked up in the basement. Like you're somebody who's meant to be seen because you have so much charisma. You have this aura that's so magnetizing. And I'm hearing from Spirit, like the moment you walk into people's lives, it feels like their lives turn for the better. No, like, do you resonate with that? Because I kind of get like this energy, like when you get involved into people's lives, maybe they suddenly get very inspired, or just like by your presence, like they also feel motivated to do things. They feel motivated to go after their dreams. It's like you just very, very naturally ooze this very magnetic energy. And it's like the moment people want to be with you because they notice that their lives take a turn for the better once you're in their presence and once you're present in their life. But you also may experience that once you exit people's lives, it feels like they, I don't know, maybe they lose themselves or they lose their direction in life. I feel like it was your presence though. It's like your presence lights people up. Yeah, I'm hearing you're like a beacon of light. It's so beautiful. Something else about you is that maybe you feel, this is something that's very common I feel with the kind of energy that I'm reading into today, is to feel quite isolated or to feel very different from the rest of the world. I feel like you've had to be very independent on your journey. You've had to endure a lot of things by yourself. Maybe there's a lot of things, maybe you appear as a very happy person, as a very motivated, certain, confident person, but people don't see all of the times where I feel like you felt so alone and you felt so tired and you felt like you can't keep going anymore, like people don't see your battles. They just see the perfect version of you, which is how you present yourself. I feel like you present yourself as someone who potentially has everything in their life figured out. Maybe it's the way you want to be perceived and seen. Because I do feel like with the Queen of Wands coming out, it's like you care about how you're being perceived. You want to be perceived in a positive light. Maybe you also understand that helps other people as well. So you want to show the best version of yourself because you know that when people look up to you, it's going to impact their lives also in a positive way. But they don't see the struggle, right? They don't see all of the they just see, like, okay, do you know what's coming to my mind? It's like, you appear so effortless, right? You appear so effortless, and it feels like whatever you do feels so effortless. It feels so golden. But behind the scenes, there's so much consistency. There's so much, doing the boring work, doing the hard work so that something can look effortless. I read this quote yesterday, and it's like, the more effortless something looks, it means the more effort went into it. And that's something that you might resonate with, where I feel like you can pull off all of these effortless things, but there's like a lot of effort that goes behind it. Now, why am I telling you this, and why am I channeling this message to you? I asked Spirit, where is this person right now? Because this initial message came through for me today, everything you touch turns into gold. And I felt inspired to channel and look more into this energy today, because I feel like it's going to reach a very specific kind of person, very specific kind of individual that may need guidance right now when it comes to their gifts and what they can offer. So I asked Spirit, where is this person right now in their journey? What's happening right now in their life? And I want to say, you're going to find yourself that you're in a stage where you're about to receive a lot of visibility. There is something about your gifts coming to the surface and starting to be seen, maybe by the world, by the masses as well. But you're finding yourself in a stage where you're before victory. I feel like you've had to endure a lot, and there's a lot of things that you also needed to sacrifice in order to get here. And that's something that I feel like maybe also a lot of people don't take into account. And sometimes it's easy to look at you and want to be like you. And because you make it look so effortless, people think oh, I can just be like them. But I feel like they don't realize the amount of sacrifice you had to make in your life in order to get to where you are right now. And that's why you're going to be rewarded in such a big way, because I'm hearing the bigger the sacrifice, the bigger the reward, the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. So I see that you're going to be blessed. You're going to be very gifted in this time of your life. Don't second guess yourself. This might make a lot of people from your past want to get involved with you again, or it might create a feeling like they missed out on you. Because I see that with the Five of Wands, you've dealt with a lot of immature energy throughout your life. You've dealt with a lot of, I'm hearing for someone very specific, and this is going to be very specific, so just take it if it resonates, but immature parents, immature friends, immature partnerships where they didn't take you seriously back then. Even though you do have this gift, I feel like it still took time to develop it and to become who you are today. So maybe there was the situation in the past where it felt like people acted very immature towards you, or they didn't take you seriously. But I'm hearing the tables are turning. Now you're going to be the one receiving, and there is this energy of people feeling like they missed out on you, or they wish they were kinder to you back then when they had the chance. Because something about your life right now, it really feels like it's taking a turn for the better. You have the Six of Swords, the Nine of Cups. It does feel like you're finding yourself in a place where your life is turning towards the better, and you're starting to see a lot of your desires manifest. That's the thing. It's with the Nine of Cups, it's you're starting to receive everything you've always wanted. You're finding yourself in a period before things come to life for you, before you start to experience things that once felt just like a dream, or felt like an illusion, something that would be nice to have, is all of a sudden becoming your life. And the number 777 that came out for you today, let me read this card to you. Your purpose flows from within you, and everything and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is a part of your purpose, a state of peace and calmness in your soul. I am in the flow. Okay, so what this means is that you've reached a state of flow. What this means for you is that there's no longer resistance, right? The meaning of flow, I am in the flow. This means that right now you're flowing with your purpose. You're one with your purpose. You're one with the gifts that you have and that have been offered to you. You're no longer resisting your gifts. You're no longer resisting your potential or the kind of success you're supposed to experience in this life. And that is exactly why this is your time of becoming. Like, this is the time when you're going to see it come to life, because you're in the flow. And Spirit is saying there are no longer obstacles. You're no longer standing in your own way, or you're allowing other energies to get in your way. I feel like you've become one with your own path and your purpose. And there is this energy of overcoming yourself, and maybe that aspect of yourself that was holding you back, because that is also very much possible to happen in a person's life, where they come to a point where, they're going against themselves. But I feel like you've reached a stage where you have overcome that. So what is important for you right now is, I feel, to step into visibility. It's to, show up as visible as you can into the world, because the change is happening. The Wheel of Fortune, tables are starting to turn. All of a sudden the attention is going to you, whereas prior you felt like everyone else is getting their stuff. Everyone else is getting the attention except for you. It feels like all of that is starting to turn in your favor right now. And I want you to know, like, how prosperous, how abundant, how innovative your mind is. Don't compare yourself with other people, because they can't compare with you and you can't compare with them. You're such a unique individual, and you have such unique ideas that I seriously feel like if you were to go and dismiss what your soul is channeling for you, the creative energy that the soul is channeling for you, you would be doing yourself injustice, not only to yourself, but also to the world, because they would miss out on whatever needs to be coming from you. And that idea is going to go to someone else, right? That idea is going to be channeled to someone else who will then do it. And you would be like, wow, I wish I did that. So that is why I feel like you also need to hear this reading to always in life. I'm hearing, no matter how loud the world gets, never, ever, ever lose yourself. You always have to. I feel like you're somebody who might find it easier, or might have the tendency to also get lost in the noise, right? And maybe you've done this before, and that's why you need to hear, because I did see the Six of Swords, and it does kind of feel to me like, you're ending some kind of period where you had to learn a lot. And I feel like this past maybe couple of months of your life or a year have made you very wise in terms of you and how to handle your future. And something that's going to be important for you is, no matter how loud the universe, the world is getting, for you to always stick to yourself and to your truth. Because I feel like you're someone who's meant to lead and not follow, right? Let me see if there's any other messages for you. Anything else for the person who is watching this? Yeah, exactly. The energy is gaining momentum. So, where are you finding yourself right now? You're in that space where the energy is starting to gain momentum. And you can feel it. You can feel that maybe there is a lot of movement coming towards you. You can feel that something is happening in the universe. Something is shifting so that you can win, so that you can succeed. Exactly. We have a win-win outcome is forecast for you as well. So this energy buildup that you have been experiencing lately, right? This is something that has been building up over time, and it's something that internally you feel like there is this sense of buildup, like something is preparing you for something big to come into your life. Well, it's true. The feeling never lies. And I don't know, sometimes we ignore the intuition. We like to dismiss our feelings sometimes and feel like this is nothing, like it's just another thing, like it's not going to happen. It's not going to lead to anything. But why? Ask yourself, like, if you have been thinking that way, why? There is definitely a reason as to why you feel like something is coming. Like, there is a reason as to why you feel like something big is going to shift into your life. It might happen within a month, it might happen within a year, but it always arrives. Sometimes we get the inklings couple of days before it happens, and sometimes we can get the inklings like years before it happens, but still happens at the end of the day. And I feel like though this might find you in a period where you're definitely approaching that stage of your life, because I did ask Spirit, like, where is this person right now in their journey? And I feel like you're maybe in a place where you've even already started to receive the visibility, right? You even started to receive and gain something. And it's just going to get better and better the more you pursue within the next couple of days, weeks, or months. I feel like it's just going to get better and better. So again, remember that everything that you touch turns into gold, and that is your gift.